Coming up today on Houston Life, it is an Eat Like a Local takeover. We are coming to you live from Saint Arnold Brewery. Eat Like a Local kicks off a brand new season on September 13th. But today, you have a chance to meet chef and James Beard Award winner Chris Shepard right here. A special viewing party is coming up, and find out where you can eat like a local this year.
That's right. It includes a stop right here at Saint Arnold Brewing, where the beer, obviously, second to none, Derek. But Chris is telling us that the food is just as remarkable. We're going to get the story of how founder Brock Wagner took his college brewing hobby and turned it into an internationally recognized craft beer destination.
We'll also meet a chef who went from being an elementary school lunch lady to scoring a James Beard nomination with some help from her grandma's recipes. She's here to tell us how she did it.
So listen, if you're a true foodie, or maybe you have this dream where you want to be a true foodie, you don't want to miss the chance to meet Chris Shepard, plus the chefs that he is bringing to this year's Southern Smoke Festival. Lauren Kelly has all the details.
Yeah, you guys, on our very special edition of Houston Life's Eat Like a Local today, we're getting all the info, an insider's look on the Southern Smoke Festival coming up in October. That and lots more is coming up today on Houston Life.
Live from Studio B and KPRC2, Houston Life starts now. Hi, everybody, and welcome to this very special edition of Houston Life. We are so glad to be at the beautiful Saint Arnold Brewing Company. I'm Derek Shore.
And I'm Tessa Barretta. I'm happy to be outside as well. I'm glad we are shaded because in the sun it's a little hot, but here with a nice cold beer in front, very nice.
That's right. And you know, today's show really is an Eat Like a Local takeover. So that means we had to be joined by the one and only very popular and handsome James Beard award-winning chef, Chris Shepard, hanging out with us, Chris.
Was that a good intro? Did you like that intro?
I feel like the smoke should come up, the music come on, and just walk out. Yeah, no, this was awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. Thanks for doing this. This is cool.
Well, I think people have shown up for you. Every table that I have got to sit and mingle with, I mean, they dabble in Houston Life, but they're like full-on Chris Shepard fans.
It's true. And part of what you're doing today, so you're screening the premiere episode of Season 3, which is coming up September 13th, Saturday, 10 a.m. right here on KPRC2. You're giving fans a little sneak peek, but you're also doing a little meet and greet.
Yeah, I get to hang out with a lot of people and meet some new folks, and I truly love that. And then they get to see the show before anybody else does, which is awesome. You know, I haven't seen it fully yet through either, so I get to sit just like everybody else.
Well, you like all kinds of treats. You like food treats. You like giving people sneak peek treats. That's very nice. And how's that beer? Do you know which one it is?
Yeah, it's the lawnmower. It's Saint Arnold lawnmower. It's delicious.
I love a lawnmower. And Tessa, what are these two you grabbed from the bar?
So
Cheers.
I said, just give us the most popular ones. And they went Art Car IPA for you.
Nice.
And then they went the Amber for me, just in time, because actually not just in time. I love an Amber any time of year.
Yeah.
This is really good.
It's good stuff. Hey, by the way, speaking of Art Car, if it's been a minute since you've been out to Saint Arnold Brewing Company, they have a collection of art cars out front when you first arrive. This beer garden wasn't always here. In fact, back in the day, I remember Season 1, Houston Life, being inside the brewery. It's a little different. You know, we have fresh air outside. The beer hall is very nostalgic, but that's what a lot of us think of when we think of Saint Arnold.
I think when they built this, it really changed the game, right? And they had a food program over here, but now it's like full-on food program. Come in, sit down, relax, grab a picnic table, order some pizzas, whatever. The pretzel's outstanding. Like the whole list of food is there. They've really done a great job, and just be able to sit back and go through the different beers. It's beautiful.
Well, Chris, lately you're someone who is you're talking to a lot of people who do a great job in whatever field they're in. You're talking to people who know their stuff, whether it be food or wine. I heard there was a Sonoma trip. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
My wife and I decided we were taking we had an event in Napa, and we needed to be in July, at the end of July, and at the beginning of July, we needed to be out there. And so we just rented a house for the month in Healdsburg.
Just be in wine country.
We flew our cats out with us. It was awesome. It was really an experience for us just to get away, and for me to reconnect with cooking. And so where the house was, I made sure it was like a block and a half from the farmer's market. And so twice a week, I just walk over, buy enough food for a couple of days, and I just cooked. And it was, for me, it's not something I get the chance to do here, because there's something going on. And so being able to see the product out there and just like, I'm going to make this today.
Wow.
It was fantastic.
Oh, go ahead.
I was saying, if he packed up the cats, it was like a serious
Beans
trip.
and Rosie, and the wife Lindsay.
Yep.
I know that was very important for you to take those cats.
It was. I don't think we would have done it for that long without taking them.
Well,
and
they're
it was,
family.
and it took a couple days for them to get adjusted, but after 2 days, they're like, yep, they're sitting in the chairs, they're laying back, they got a lot of sun.
If you love it, they love it.
Yeah, they were great.
Cool stuff.
You've talked a lot, Chris, about farm to table. There was a farmstead event, and by the way, it's no surprise that you're out there shopping at the local farmers market, creating beautiful meals. I mean, it sounds like a lovely vacation that I would like to be on. But tell us what this farmstead event was really all about.
So Southern Smoke Foundation, we wanted to really shine what was happening in California. The mental health care program is one of our biggest programs that we have, and a lot of space is open, and so we just wanted to kind of take what we do here with our art festival that's happening next month and do a small little baby live fire event in the middle of St. Helena and Napa Valley and have 8 amazing California chefs come out and cook. And so it raised awareness. It talks, we got the ability to talk about it to wineries, to people, and just to communities. Like Lindsay and I just spent our days just going around talking to restaurants, and we handed them out. And it was we need to be able to spread the word of what we're doing all over, because people are like, man, Southern Smoke's really grown. I'm like, until the prep cook in Santa Rosa knows about us, we're not really done yet. And so it was really a good time to be able to do that. And the food that the chefs put up was amazing. The event was beautiful. It was a very special thing.
Yeah, it sounds really special. And you're someone who, as much popularity as you've gained and as much as people love you, you're someone who never forgets the little guy, the person working, the late night shift. And I think that resonates with so many people because everyone has to start somewhere. And
I started as a dishwasher in a sushi bar in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So, yeah.
Sushi in Oklahoma, yum.
In 93, so arguably the only sushi bar in Oklahoma.
Probably.
Wow.
Yeah,
so if you haven't tuned in to watch Eat Like a Local, obviously it's about food, right? Chris creates this incredible roadmap for every single one of us to get out into the community, to eat like a local, to make a list of places that we must visit or take friends and family when they visit. But it is about so much more than just food, right, Chris?
Yeah, it's the stories. We want people to really engage with ownership or the chef or whoever it is and feel like they can be a part of it when they walk in. They're like, oh, there's so-and-so, and this is what I should get. And it gives people the opportunity that maybe to try something that they didn't feel comfortable or just didn't know about to begin with. And it's like, now we're giving it a stamp and saying, this is what you should do. And the viewers are amazing. I mean, you can see they're all out here in the middle of early September, but they're going after that show airs. That restaurant, feels it.
Yeah,
like it's busy, and it makes me so happy that it does that for these restaurants to be able to share their stories, their lives, and what they're doing to cook for their communities. That's that story that I want to be able to tell.
Speaking of community, one of the people that we've gotten to meet is the owners and the creators of Cosmic Ice Cream, and they're doing a collab with so many restaurants around here. They're actually doing a collab with St. Arnold's. Here's our buddy Julian.
What's up, Julian? Julian and his wife started this incredible business.
Fantastic.
And Julian, remind us the flavor of this, because this is a collab, not just with St. Arnold, but with which company?
Also with Flying Saucer.
Flying Saucer. What's in it?
So it's Saint Arnold Oktoberfest ice cream with a salted pretzel brittle throughout in celebration of Oktoberfest.
Oh my gosh!
Anything that has this Cosmic label on it, it's going to be money.
Such good. Him and his wife do such a fantastic job. I mean, when we did the show, we did the strawberry from Froberg Farms and the lemon from Frenchie's and it was awesome.
So
and you
delicious.
saved me some pints of it. Oh, I crushed it. I crushed it.
That is a home run right there. And
Thank
hey,
you,
speaking
Julian.
of community, I mean, I feel like Julian, you're an example of this, and we'll catch up with you later. I know Julian has a lot of ice cream to hand out.
Thank you, guys.
But it really is
Thank
about
you.
other businesses linking up, supporting other businesses.
Yeah.
and building community at the end of the day.
What we found with the show is that these restaurants that are all a part of this, they start to talk to the restaurants that have been on the show before, and now it does really build an internal community of the Eat Like a Local show, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, and I think community is such a key word, Derek. Community, people that have the passion for it. Once you start to get in a room with like-minded people, I think the ideas and the things just start flowing, and the result is this delicious food, beer, ice cream, whatever we get. That's what we get on our end of it. It's pretty cool.
It's amazing.
That is wild. That is so delicious.
Temper for a minute.
Show restraint. We have a show today.
Oh my gosh. Hey, by the way, really fast because we're tight on time. Table to Stage. It's coming back this year. I know we can't give away too many details, but for all the viewers who have been asking, yes, we can officially confirm it is coming back?
Yep, doing a few more shows this year. Or into the beginning of next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your advice? Come hungry?
It's going to be a good conversations for sure.
Okay.
It's going to be. I've got some people lined up for it this year. That's
well, we're looking forward to
cool.
it. We're looking forward to it. It's always pretty cool when you get involved.
you.
We've got a great show today.
Yeah.
And I want to get to this. So let's go take a quick break. After the break, I'm going to actually talk to one of the founders of Saint Arnold Brewing Company, Brock Wagner. He has an incredible story to tell, and we can't wait to chat with him about his humble beginnings in a rice dormitory to this beautiful place where we are sitting right now.
Incredible. Don't go away. This special edition of Houston Life from Saint Arnold Brewing Company will be right back.
So when you first started making beer, was this even like a thought process?
So I never imagined it being what it has turned into, for sure. When Bob Wolf was the RA in my dorm at Rice, when he introduced me to home brewing, no idea it was going to turn into this. You know, it's like when you have a hobby, you like dream, well, could I actually make this into a career?
Yeah.
Nah, that's silly.
Yeah.
But it turns out you can, by the way.
Welcome back to Houston Life. That was a clip from the new season of Eat Like a Local featuring Brock Wagner, who is one of the founders of Saint Arnold Brewing Company. Now, luckily, we are here today with Brock inside the beautiful Saint Arnold restaurant just outside the beer garden where the actual beer gets brewed. Brock, thank you so much for joining us today.
Well, thank you for having me this morning.
It's very exciting for us because we know as Houstonians, you know, we're a foodie city. We love our drinks, and you were someone who really brought the craft beer scene to Houston. I'm saying that. I'm calling you like one of the godfathers of craft beer. You laugh, but tell us a little bit about the history of it.
Well, I just outlasted everybody else. But I mean, since I was a little kid, I love food and drink. And I actually started brewing beer when I was a student at Rice University. In fact, it was the RA in the dorm who taught me to homebrew. And yeah, Houston was the largest city in the country that didn't have a craft brewery in the early 90s. It's like, man, this is going to be easy. And yeah, sure enough, after about 12 years, we were an overnight success. But you know, I really think it's our focus on quality, having great people. That is why we are still here today. And you know, I'm the survivor.
So you're saying that a lot of people kind of had this mentality to get craft brew on the scene, but you're someone who not only have you created Saint Arnold, this place for Houstonians to come and enjoy, but you were involved in legislation of making craft beer available, not just paying for a tour and getting to drink the beer. How did that work? Am I getting that right?
You are. In fact, in the very early days when people said, you know, what would I have done differently? And my answer was, well, I would have opened in someplace other than Texas, because Texas at the time had really unfriendly laws for craft brewers. But you know, here in Houston, I love Houston. I'm a giant promoter of Houston, so we wanted to change that. So starting at about 2006, in the very early days, working with Jessica Farrar in the legislature, we didn't get anywhere, but we kept trying. And finally, in 2013, after many years of trying, we got the right for breweries like us to sell our beer directly to customers who come and visit, because before that time, you could come visit Saint Arnold and we gave you beer, but it was free.
Oh, wow.
Which is wonderful for everybody in the city, but a lousy business proposition.
Right.
So, and we also at the same time got the right for brew pubs which are small breweries that have restaurants, kind of like we do now, got them the right to distribute their beer because they previously could only sell their beer on their premise. So.
Well, you don't give yourself enough credit because yes, you may have outlasted some of the other people, but you really made a change so that anyone who kind of wanted to get into this business wasn't going to run into the same obstacles that you did.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, and it was definitely something that I worked very hard and passionately to achieve. It took. Probably one of the reasons that we did achieve it is more breweries opened up and more, it wasn't just me walking through the legislature, talking to everybody at the Capitol. We had a team of people, and I think that community of brewers was what helped push it past the goal line and get what we have today.
Okay, well now we're way past the goal line. We're sitting down in a spot where people can come and have their beer and be merry, maybe grab a bite to eat. What are you most proud of? Is it a beer flavor or is it something else? Because when I think of Saint Arnold, I think of, like lawnmower, fall's coming up, the Pumpkinator, I think of Art Car IPA, but is that what you're most proud of? Like one of those flavors, or is it something else?
I would say the single thing I'm most proud of is the team of people that make Saint Arnold. That is what makes everything possible. The quality of the beers, I mean, all of the beers, the food, the innovation that we do, the new beers, just how people interact when they come and visit the brewery, because that hospitality side, we really want to be a welcoming place, and it's the people. And I like to say that I take credit for all the hard work that everybody else here does.
Well, this is Hustle Town, so it makes sense. We're kind of running out of time, a little tight on time. What is a fun fact about this place that maybe Houstonians wouldn't know?
Well, certainly the fact that the brewery building was originally a frozen food warehouse. Originally for Cisco and then for HISD. Probably not what people realize, and that it's haunted.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We're going to have to come back for Halloween, Brock. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Okay, we'll grab a Pumpkinator and tell some scary stories.
Bring Ghostbusters.
Okay, I love it. I'm going to have to arrange that. And if you want the whole story about Brock Wagner and Saint Arnold Brewing,
we make the big trombone at home, just like making carne asada. So one of our friends asked, will you do that for me for my kid's birthday? So we did it once, and everybody started asking, are you busy for this? Are you busy for next weekend? Can we book you for next weekend? But at the meantime, I was working in the cafeterias. I was a lunch lady. So I was a lunch lady, and in the afternoons or weekends, we were doing the tacos. He's like, what about if you go to culinary school? You enjoy that and you get more prepared, and maybe we can open a catering business or something. So we went to the Art Institute. I knew right there, okay, this is what I want to do.
Well, that was a clip from the season premiere of Eat Like a Local, featuring Chef Beatriz Martinez of Jalisco Restaurant in the Woodlands. Chef Beatriz joins us now with more on her journey from lunch lady to culinary school to catering business to now Jalisco Restaurant. We should mention you are a James Beard Award nominee. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Very happy to be here today.
So much has happened over the course of your career. You moved here from Guadalajara to Houston in 2001, and you got a job in Sci-Fair ISD as a lunch lady.
Yes, that was my first job for 8 years. I love it. It was great. I learned so much of the culinary area too over there that I just love it. It's a great part of my life that I will never change.
Tell us how you first learned to cook.
Well, cooking, I always say, it's always been on my veins and my blood, because I grew up with my grandmother. She had a fonda, a small business, where I was helping. I was the older granddaughter. She had 8 daughters that they were the cooks. So it was just such a beautiful thing, because everybody was laughing, talking, cooking. So for me, it felt like something very natural, and I have great memories of happiness doing that.
So food reminds you of family.
Yes, reminds me of family and reminds me of happiness.
Fast forward, I do want to ask you about culinary school and how that happened and how the James Beard Award nomination happened. Your restaurant today, Jalisco in the Woodlands, it features many of your grandmother's recipes.
Yes.
And I understand your grandmother had very specific instructions.
Yes,
you
sir.
were not allowed to modify any of
Yes,
the
sir.
recipes.
So when I started with the plans of opening the restaurant, I knew she never gave us the full recipe. You know, she always had her secrets. So I talked to her. I told her about it. I'm opening a business, and I would like to have your recipes. And she agreed, but she said under one condition, that you have to follow the recipe exactly the way it is. So she taught me. When we opened the restaurant, she came because she wanted to try every single of her dishes. So we have to put each dish on the table for her to try. She approved all of them. And it's something very warm on my heart to know that she came and tried them. She's not with us anymore, but I know she's happy with what I'm doing.
I know she is happy. Absolutely. And incredible she was able to see
Yes,
all your
that's
success.
something great, that she got to try everything and see it.
Do you remember what went through your mind when you received word that you were a James Beard nominee?
You know, that was so amazing and almost unbelievable. And I have to learn from one of my friends' chefs, one of my best friends, Chef Ruben Ortega. He was the one that called me and said, "Congratulations." I was, for what? You know, it's like, what happened? So he told me about it, and it was just such an honor, because I have always think to myself, that's one of my goals. One day I want to get that James Beard Award. And Jalisco is a new restaurant, so it was, for me, it was like kind of too fast, like to get recognized. So it was such a great honor. And we keep working hard for it, and I know one day we're going to get it.
You deserve it. You absolutely do. Take us back to when you were a lunch lady in Cypher ISD. There was something inside you that wanted more, and I understand it was your husband who really pushed you to go to culinary school.
My husband has always been my backbone, always pushing me to be more, to do more. One day we were talking, and he asked, like, where do you see yourself in 5-10 years? Because we were already cooking for friends and family, and they were asking for more and more. We opened a catering business thanks to that. And he said, if you enjoy so much the cooking, you know, why you don't prepare yourself? Why you don't go to culinary school? So we did. I went to culinary school. Then he pushed me to go back to baking and pastry degree, which I did, and in that time is when I got the scholarship to go to Spain, to the cellar of Can Roca, one of the #1 restaurants in the world. It was so amazing.
It's so incredible that you did all of this. At the time, you didn't speak English very well.
Exactly.
You didn't have a driver license. Going to culinary school is expensive, but somehow you made all of these things happen.
We figured it out. You know, it was when I registered the first time for culinary school, I didn't pass. My English level was so low, and I was crying, and my husband is like, what are you crying about? Go to school, learn English, and then you go back to culinary school. I mean, it's not a big deal. And I was like, well, he's right. So that's what I did. I went to learn more English, take classes of English, then I registered again in college, did my exams and all that, and I finally passed to be in the school.
Incredible.
It was good. It's been such a great journey. You know, I wouldn't change anything from being a lunch lady and all the steps when we were doing caterings in backyards. All that I think it's part of our structure that I wouldn't change for anything.
You worked hard and you did it.
We did it. It's been teamwork, you know. Of course, me and my husband, but now we have a great team that support our restaurant, and it just everybody has been putting, you know, his part to make this happening.
Well, Chef Beatriz Martinez, you deserve all the success and
you.
more. Check out what's on the menu at Jalisco Restaurant in the Woodlands. We are going to put a link on our website. And of course, you got to tune in to the season premiere of Eat Like a Local, which airs September 13th at 10 a.m. right here on KPRC2. Chef, thanks again.
Thank you very much.
All right, well, some of the best new chefs in the country are headed to Houston next month for the Southern Smoke Festival. Lauren Kelly has the details. Hi, Lauren.
This is super cool, you guys. The Southern Smoke offices. I'm here at the Southern Smoke Foundation offices to get a little bit of info on their upcoming festival. It's going to be the 8th one. Oh, look, she's got all the info besides your husband, besides Chris Shepard. We're getting all the info on the Southern Smoke Festival coming up next when Houston Life returns. Welcome back to our very special Eat Like a Local edition of Houston Life today. Well, obviously I am not at Saint Arnold's Brewery, but I'm here at the Southern Smoke Foundation's offices. Lindsey Brown, Executive Director, and of course, beautiful other half of Chris Shepard. This is so amazing, and I have so many friends who have come from the food and beverage industry. You know, this is just one of the projects that you and Chris work on. For our viewers who are not familiar with the foundation, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you guys do?
Yeah, absolutely. We are a crisis relief organization for the food and beverage industry, which means if anyone who works in the industry for 6 months at 30 hours a week, that's how we qualify. If you are in an unforeseen crisis and need a cash grant, that's what we're here for. We're almost at 15 million in cash grants.
Wow, that's so amazing.
Which is very exciting.
Yeah.
We should get to that number by festival, so we'll have a lot to celebrate on October 4th. And then we also have a second pillar where we provide no-cost mental health counseling to anyone in the food and beverage industry, and we're in 12 states. So we started in Texas, so everyone in Texas has access, but we just, in the past couple of weeks, added Florida and Michigan.
Oh my gosh.
And we're just really excited to
just keep growing
that
and growing
program.
and growing,
Exactly.
which is so amazing because you don't realize in the food and beverage industry how important this is. And I've had many friends work the hours, just the hard work that comes into it. This is so important to make sure that all of these food and beverage employees have access to it.
Absolutely. I mean, and you know, we do surveys with everyone when they participate in our program, and the number one reason people are signing up is post-traumatic stress. And this industry contributes to the post-traumatic stress rather than take it away, and so we're glad that we can, you know, provide that service.
Absolutely. Well, you guys do such great things, and this is a year-long process. This doesn't stop throughout, you know, different seasons, but one thing that is coming up in October on the 4th is the Southern Smoke Festival, which we are super excited for. I love being a part of this because you really gather up the best of the best. You bring it right here to Houston, Discovery Green.
Absolutely. So we're really excited about Festival this year. It's our largest annual fundraiser, so much of what we're able to do and give back into the industry comes from this festival. And it's really unique because it's very rare that people that are working a festival can actually benefit from it. So every single person there, the bartenders, the chefs that are cooking, they all could
potentially
utilize our resources.
Absolutely.
And so we have 85 chefs coming. We have 8 wine bars, 4 regular bars. We have, I think, more James Beard Award winners, Michelin stars, and Food and Wine Best New Chefs.
All in one
place.
Yeah.
And one thing that's really cool that all of you should pay attention to next Tuesday is that Food and Wine is announcing their new 2025 class of Best New Chefs. And they will be cooking together for the first time in Houston at our festival.
Where can you get an experience like that? You can't get it anywhere else.
else.
And I love that some of the chefs, some of the names that are coming to town are some of the names that people recognize. And we continue to support every year. Tickets are on sale right now. That's where we want you to go and get tickets, right?
Yes. We have very limited VIP tickets. I just want to put that out there because we always get phone calls after we sell out of VIP, so we do not have many VIP tickets left. If you want them, get them now. But yeah, there's so much more value in GA this year. We've got a Yeti culinary stage with people doing demos. Pause Up, the resort from Montana, is coming and literally taking over the lake house in Discovery Green. It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be so much fun. It is every single year. Do you have a website that we can go to, the Southern Smoke?
SouthernSmoke.org. And there's a pop-up right there on the homepage that says, get your festival tickets here.
I have to ask, because this is your 8th year in the festival. Southern Smoke has been around for 10 years. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Do you have a favorite part of the festival each year that the wine bars kind of call your name over?
I I mean, you can't argue with the giant check.
Yeah. True. Fair enough.
We all love a giant check. And there was one year that we forgot to get the giant check printed, and it was definitely a crisis, but we found...
Will you accept this very small check?
We found someone to print it for us at the last minute, but we will never again forget the giant check.
Amazing. Well, you guys do such amazing things in the community. And of course, Chris Shepard, your husband, does a great job hosting Eat Like a Local, but he's so much more than that. And you guys make such a great team, and the entire Southern Smoke Foundation team. Congratulations. But you were telling me 10 years ago, you guys started in a very different space, right?
We were in the backyard of the Underbelly parking lot and with 4 chefs.
And there you go. Look what it's turned into today.
Yeah, it's grown. It's amazing. Yeah.
Congratulations again. We're so behind you. We love being a part, love getting the word out. Once again, for tickets, the website is
southernsmoke.org.
Okay, I'm going to put a link up at houstonlife.tv. I'm jumping on those VIP tickets this year. I'm going to make sure I get it. You guys come and join me. Lindsay, thank you so much again.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. We'll see you guys at the Southern Smoke Festival this year. Houston Life will be right back.
Welcome back to Houston Life. This is a special Eat Like a Local viewing party that we have here at Saint Arnold in downtown Houston. And I just want to set the scene a little. We're sitting at this beautiful bar here at Saint Arnold, but if we swing the camera around, guys, are you ready? We've got a whole group of people enjoying themselves. Yeah, raise a glass. Cheers, guys. Thanks for being here.
Prost.
Prost. Hey, where's my beer? Okay, we're getting to that. We're getting to that. Austin Hobson. I love that your name is Austin Hobson.
Thank you.
Like, if you're working in the beer business.
It's like I was meant to be in it, right? Yeah.
I think you were, and you're here at Saint Arnold. You guys have so many good things coming up. I need to point out the fact that if we see, like, you literally sometimes play Saint Arnold.
I do, yeah. So if you see me out in town, say hey anytime. I'm open for pictures and, of course, having a beer.
Anytime you'll have a beer. Oh, my goodness. I mean, you guys have so much fun here, and I think you've got some really good events coming up that we want to talk about, just to let people know how they can enjoy Saint Arnold. But a big one is Oktoberfest.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
So Oktoberfest is something we do every year. Big festival, festivities, games, food, beer. As you can see here, we're going to have 5 special plates for Oktoberfest starting September 19th. This will come out.
I love that you're doing it because Oktoberfest in Germany actually starts in September.
Exactly. We like to try to follow tradition, same with our beer. But we'll have a lot of fun plates. You got the pork shank plate. This bad boy.
Is that for one person, or is that like to share with 8 people?
See, I like to just grab it right off the bone and start eating. It's a good time.
Bratwurst.
Then you got the plate right here. It's great for the families, get together, sharing. And then you got the bratza pizza.
Oh, so this is like bratwurst on a pizza?
Yeah, with the mustard, everything. We do that every year. It's a hit.
That looks so, so delicious. I'm going to have a bite in a second, but I need to talk, and my mum doesn't like it when I talk with my mouth full. So part of your Oktoberfest, you guys always do a special Oktoberfest beer, and that's one of your new drops this season.
So Oktoberfest, our actual beer, this is a seasonal we do every year.
Okay.
Huge popular, get it while you can. Then during the festivities, starting September 19th, we'll kick it off with a cask of our Oktoberfest, and then also our Hefeweizen.
Yum, I love a Hefeweizen.
Right. Then after that, September 26th and the 27th, that weekend festivities kick off with games, special release beer straight from our pilot system, and we'll have around 5 different beers of choice and a special mug to go with it.
Okay, we need to close up that. That is a cool Stein.
Come on.
If you're a Stein collector, this is one you want to get your hands on for sure.
There you go.
Now, are these new beers? You've got your Oktoberfest drop, but then you've got a couple of other beers that are new.
So to our people in Houston and Texas, if you don't know about it, we have a new cold IPA that you can find in stores. Plus, if beer isn't your forte, then you got a gummy worm cider. Yes, we said gummy worm cider.
Try this.
Imperial.
Can I pop this?
Please crack it open. Let's do it. I'll do it with you. Cheers.
Well, you know we have to try this, right? I mean, gummy worm cider. Okay, ready?
Come on.
Oh my gosh, that's delicious.
Right.
Okay.
And gluten-free.
Not as sickly. Ooh, gluten-free. Not as sickly sweet as I thought it would be. It's actually really yum. It's got a little bit of sourness to it.
And since it's an imperial as well, it sits at 8.2%. So
okay, don't drink it too fast.
It'll do the job.
But it's easy to drink. I'm just saying, beware Oh my gosh, so really, really awesome. I mean, Oktoberfest is going to be super fun.
Yeah.
For sure. You've
It'll be
got
a
all
blast.
these delicious new beers and bevies. And then also, you guys have just started a month ago your brunch.
Oh yes, our brunch. So Saturdays and Sundays at 10 a.m. now we open with a full cafe bar of coffees, espressos, cappuccinos, but then an amazing brunch menu. Our chefs in here curated this menu that will go from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. every Saturday and Sunday going forward. So if you want some brunch, come hang out with us.
Oh my gosh, it's the place. You guys have something for everyone. You don't have
We
to be a
do.
beer lover to love it here. at
Yeah,
Saint
not
Arnold.
only do we have a beer for everyone, but we have a place for everyone. So bring your families, your dogs, your kids, your grandparents, and come have a good time with us.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I love it so much. All right, okay, so I've started tying my rope. Am I
Oh.
doing it right? We wanted to give you a sneak preview of one of the games that they have here at Saint Arnold for Oktoberfest.
So,
What
some
is
of
this
y'all might have been
called?
seeing this around social media, but we call it the bra on a string. The goal is you tie it to your waist. And so, as we brought up games and festivities, this is going to be one of them. The goal is you tie it to your string, and you're trying to catch the bratwurst. All right?
Wait, without your hands.
Without your hands.
You've got to get it from the string
Yeah.
to your mouth.
And there might be some fun prizes if you do win. So the goal is you're trying to swing it until you get momentum.
Austin, are you kidding
and then,
me?
oh,
Oh, yours
you need a
broke.
little bit more.
Okay.
Oh,
Wait, this is very heavy. this is...
no. This is the trial run, but I
Wait.
promise we'll have it down for the
Wait,
game.
here we go. I'm going to get it.
Oh!
Wait.
I think that was a win. I think that was a win.
Okay, you get the picture. There was a trial run. I think there may need to be some improvements before. When does Oktoberfest kick off?
So the actual festivities, live music, bands, special beers, it starts the first weekend of September 26th and 27th. But then, in case you missed that one,
Yeah.
you're doing it again for October 3rd and 4th.
Get to St. Arnold. It's going to be so much fun. Hey, coming up next on Houston Live, we're going to check out some outtakes from Eat Like a Local, some bloopers. It'll be super fun. That's coming up next. You don't want to miss it.
Prost,
Can't
y'all.
like this. Oh.
Welcome back to this very special edition of Houston live from Saint Arnold Brewing Company. Derek Shore here, along with Tessa Barrera, award-winning chef Chris Shepard. What are you laughing about?
Lederhosen, huh?
Later, okay, we were chatting during the break about Lederhosen because season 1 of Houston Life. Listen, I'm the victim here. This was not my idea. I was brand new to Houston, and I didn't know anybody, and someone said, hey, Derek, make some friends. Put on this Lederhosen. Go dance around like a fool. So listen, again, this is not my idea. Please
Nailed
do
it.
not send hate mail to me because I was mortified when it was all going down.
Hey, does that lederhosen still fit?
Nothing still fits.
Oh, come on.
I've been living in Texas for almost a decade.
Get outta
Nothing
You've
still
been eating
fits
like
at
a
this point.
local.
Hey,
fine.
Chris Shepard, James Beard Award winner Chris Shepard. We've been screening the brand new episode of Eat Like a Local today, and a lot of viewers in the crowd, they've been writing in questions. So we have a few more minutes with you. People want to know, how do you pick the restaurants that are featured on the show?
You know, it's a lot of times it's what people will say to me. Like I get it through Instagram. So when people will message through Instagram and say, hey, you should try this place out, I'll go try it out. I see just things that are like, it could be just us driving by down the street and be like, there, go. And we'll just bump in and try it. And, you know, some days we'll take the team and just bounce around. It's like, I'm looking at this, and it may be this regional style of cuisine, and I want to find that.
Okay.
And we go search it out.
Okay, so it kind of works different every
It
time.
is, yeah.
Okay. What about the food? Because the food looks amazing. How much of it do you actually eat, and what happens to the rest of it?
The crew takes it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm good for a couple of bites because sometimes it's, you know, there's been shows like the breakfast taco crawl where it was like 26 tacos.
Oh, wow.
And it's like, I'm going to take a bite and we're just going to move on.
And we're going to move on.
Yeah,
Have you ever
yeah.
taken a bite and just really disliked it?
No. Nobody will ever know that.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I'm asking like where the rest of the food goes. They'll often bring leftovers to the Houston Life Crew. I'm like, where does the food go? Knowing I've had some of that left over for lunch.
Yeah, the question I get asked a lot is like, how do we know? Do you really love everything? It's like, no. I will genuinely say that's interesting.
Okay.
And that's kind of like
interesting.
it's not for me. I understand it. When we did Asian Town out in Katy, like I don't understand a mochi donut. I just don't get it.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Different strokes for different folks.
Okay, what else you got?
Some of the viewers in the crowd, they want to know, what's your favorite meal to cook for your wife, Lindsay?
I'm probably going to do it this weekend. I'm going to start a little fire pit out in the backyard, and I'll spatchcock a chicken and let it sit up high for about 2-3 hours, and then drop it down slowly, and then flip it and let the skin crisp, and it's a perfect chicken.
A labor of love,
Yeah,
Lindsay.
that's
Wonderful.
That's going to be Saturday.
Speaking of Lindsay, I did see a question. How would you rate Lindsay's cooking on a scale of 1 to 10? Her cooking, not yours.
Wow, that's a tough. She doesn't cook. But it's definitely a household to stay in your lane.
Okay.
I don't use computers. She
Good
doesn't
stuff.
cook.
It's good stuff.
Beautiful.
Okay, listen, people also want to know if things ever go wrong behind the scenes. And I think we have some video that speaks for itself. Watch this.
Here we go.
How do you want me to start this?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, so they were done with it. I'll tone down on the dudes too.
You just waiting?
Whenever you're ready.
Just look like my bulls at my house. Crate and barrel.
It is Crate and Barrel.
Klobasnik.
Klobasnik, yeah.
Klobasnik. Klob?
Klobasnik.
Klobasnik. Klob. Whatever you want to call it, man. Klobasnikis. Oh, yeah.
That's how you know you're at the stadium.
It's wet now.
I don't care.
But hopefully it won't.
I just go at it with reckless abandonment. I want it.
Thick AF. It means thick and flavorful.
I'll go with that. They locked it. Enrique, quit breaking things. Word to the wise, which I'm not. Let it set for a minute. Cool down.
That's awesome.
So look, we stuck. Okay, you got a phone?
Yeah, I do.
What'd you say?
I forgot to put the fuel tank in the boat. So we ran out of gas. So we're stuck in the middle of the crawfish pond.
That's amazing. Well, I mean, there's worse places to be.
Okay, well, there you have it. Yes, things do go wrong. You're so much fun to watch, Chris Shepard. Eat Like a Local, Saturday mornings, 10 a.m. right here on KPRC2. That season premiere is September 13th. We got a little more time in the show, so let's take a quick break. We'll be back right after this.
Beautiful.
Welcome back to the special edition of Houston Life. It's an Eat Like a Local takeover. We've been hanging out, Tessa Barrera, Chris Shepard, and I have been hanging out with some of our lovely viewers. And today we got some more introductions. We have Andrew Mitchum, who is right next to Tessa. He's the owner of Senate Avenue Brewing Company. Tassos Katsounis from Breadman Company. You've seen him here on Houston Life. Rula Christie from the radio, and her sister Maria Christie. Now, what is the common denominator here? They are all going to be guests on this season of Eat Like a Local. Chris, why did you select these fine folks to be on the show?
Amazing stories, right? It goes back to that storytelling and getting to understand the restaurants and breweries that are in our city and being able to really just vocalize what they're doing.
Andrew,
it's special.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chris.
No,
sorry to
good.
interrupt. I just wanted to know, Andrew, how did you feel when you learned that you were going to be on the show, and how do you think the episode overall went?
I was really excited to have the exposure for our small place, and I think the episode went really well. I felt like Chris and I had a conversation for a long time, and I kind of rambled, but they cut it down really well, so I felt like it went really well. So I'm excited for it to air.
Love that. Rula Christie and Maria Christie, Rula's husband Tassos Katsounis, your restaurant, Christie's, oldest restaurant in Houston. And fun fact, kind of perfect that we're at Saint Arnold Brewing Company today because you were waiting tables at Christie's back in the 1900s and you were serving Saint Arnold beer.
Maria Christie had that one. She met Brock right when they started in 94, right? And I remember telling people, we have this new beer. It's an amber ale. Yep. Or what was the other one? The Hefeweizen?
Crystal Weizen.
Crystal Weizen.
Back in the day. It's
94.
not a...
94.
Yeah. We were one of the first restaurants to hold St. Arnold's.
Yeah.
Wow. And so you've watched this business grow. Tasso, speaking of growing businesses, Breadman Company started here in Houston. You've expanded nationwide.
Yeah, we've been very fortunate to take our little company nationally. Now we're up in Canada as well with Whole Foods, so it's super exciting what we've been able to accomplish in 3.5 years. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Breadman Baking Company, you never know when you're eating it.
I
This
love
is real
it.
good.
Rula, you know Rula's good for a commercial, right? That was perfect. But I'm just saying there's so much history here in the city of Houston, and to be a part of season 3, it is a huge honor, and we are all excited to see your episodes. Chris, you're going to be featuring some of these fine folks. How does it feel?
I think for me, it's just a special moment, right? Because It's not so much about everybody in the city getting to learn about it, for anybody that's watching the show, but for me personally. And it builds the relationships and it builds a community that I've always wanted to see.
There you have it. The information is on your screen right now. Saturday, September 13th, 10 a.m. You can find Chris Shepard and the gang there every Saturday, 10 a.m. right here on KPRC2. Thanks to all of our esteemed guests today. Thanks to all of the viewers who showed up for this watch party. We'll do it again. We'll see you tomorrow.